Did you miss me? Hey guys, how's it going? Octopus here. We'll get back to Union Cross. We were talking about the new update, but I hope you guys had an amazing weekend. I wasn't here Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. I was actually out camping with the family. I had my mom, dad, two sisters there, me of course with Penelope and Kelly, and it was actually pretty cool. I'll show you guys a couple pictures over here because I took Penelope canoeing for the first time, and she had an amazing time. She didn't try to jump into the water. She wasn't scared. She was a huge little trooper, and I was really proud of her. I hope you guys had an amazing weekend as well, but we're back. There's a lot of things I'm going to be talking about. I got to pick up streams again, and I think I'm going to start touching up on Pokemon Masters and doing some Opera Omnia videos as well, but I'll let you know a little bit more as we go in. For now, we're here for some Union Cross, so let's talk about all these banners and what's coming up next in the future. There's a couple things I want to go over, but what I want to specifically do for this video is each banner has a medal. It's a 5 mercy pull. All these medals pretty much got a huge boost in their power, so they're very good, or some of them are just good in general. So I want to go over them each, showing you guys where they are in the power strength and what you guys should be doing for them. So first off, we do got Sephiroth. Sephiroth is one of those medals that have been, actually it is the first supernova medal, and it's come back as one of the best ones. Sephiroth is pretty much a good medal to go for when it comes to reverse power. He's at 30,000 strength. Let me show you guys right now kind of the chart I got for this. I've showed you guys this chart before, but you know, just in case you didn't see it. So on the left side over here, where you can see my mouse going around and around, Sephiroth is in the 30,000 range. He's got 30,000 strength. He's got a solid multiplier, and a lot of people already have a bunch of traits for him, or they have them already. So this is a skip if you have them already, but if you've got a bunch of traits for any of these medals I'm about to talk about, you pretty much should go for it. Traits are the key to this game. Yes, you can pull for a brand new medal that's probably gonna be better in effect, in multiplier, damage, all that, but if you don't get good traits on that medal, you're kind of screwed over. So if you're holding on to like 15, 10, or whatever traits on these medals, I would do the 5 mercy pull, because it does give you a better chance of like pulling good traits, and a medal with good traits, -60 ground, aerial, you guys are solid. Even though if the medal gets outdated, it's still going to do a lot more damage than the medal that has, let's say, an extra 10,000 strength, but it has no -60 ground and aerial. Your medal with -60 ground and aerial will actually do better. For now anyways, until we see the strength go crazy. But Sephiroth is one of the best reverse power medals in the game currently. So if you do have traits for him, or you want him on your setup, I highly recommend him. He's great. He does more damage when there's only one enemy left, so take that into consideration for his big damage. One enemy left, but that's usually the hard quest. So Sephiroth is a good pass for me, like a good pull, not pass, sorry, pull. Now, next up is one of my favorites. My free-to-play account has come along to be very lucky lately, and this whole past week and month going on, speed medals have been very, very important. So having this mono keyblade and BF Sora here works out beautifully. If you guys haven't seen my videos of me clearing all the content with my free-to-play account, it was mostly because of this guy and my Final Fantasy record keeper Sephiroth. BF Sora is, again, he's on the top chart like I just showed you. He's right in the 30,000 range of strength, makes him a solid medal. Upright speed, great places for that, especially if Fairy Star comes back in. If it doesn't, it's all right. But what he's got that other medals don't have is that he changes the medal after him into a speed medal. So if your best medal in the game is a magic or a power, and you're facing a magic enemy, you can make that medal into a speed medal. So pretty much 5th slot on the Keyblade, your pet slot is your best medal in the game. Change that medal into a speed medal, and now you got a full super effective Keyblade of speed medals because of BF Sora. Very good mechanic in this game, and has made my free-to-play account much more powerful than what it was before. That was like one of the luckiest draws I got. So I highly recommend, if you want a good speed versus magic setup, this is the medal to go for. Now, next up we do got KR20. Like you can see right here, at fully maxed out, Supernova unlocked. He's got 30,000 strength, 48.68 solid multiplier because it doesn't have to be single target or AoE. He always does 48.68, and his Supernova does have that upright magic strength by 10 plus 250% guild, which is really important. So he is a solid magic medal. He doesn't offer anything else besides that. He doesn't do what Aqua does, so on, so on. So he's a little bit more on my, I don't know if I want him. He is a powerhouse, but he's just a powerhouse medal. Where I like medals like Aqua here, she's got huge multipliers, good amount of strength. She's got that 30,000 strength, but she's also got all these crazy buffs to change the game. Now I know she's VIP and it's hard to compare to that, but the game will transition into something like that, where like the Sephiroth I showed you in BF Sora, Sephiroth does have buffs and debuffs, and BF Sora changed the next metal to speed. KR20, very powerful metal, but he is pretty much just a damage dealing metal. Nothing wrong with that when you just need damage and your other metals take care of buffs and debuffs, but with the unique metals coming out, I kind of wanted to stay away from KR20. That's just a personal preference, but a KR20 on your setup, 30,000, high multiplier, the right traits will decimate content, but you want to save those jewels for those unique metals that change your setup to let you do extra things. So KR20 is 50-50. It's one of those, if you have the traits for it, ready to go, then go for it. As I go through this, talking about traits, guys, don't forget that as you pull for this, if you do the Fire Mercy pull, you're going to have 10 traits. So even if you don't have traits for this metal, 10 traits are along with it. It just helps if you already have like 5 or 10 traits laying around. It just guarantees you to not guarantees you, but it gives you a better chance of making a metal perfect. I've seen plenty of people, including myself, spend like 40 trait rolls and not get perfect traits. So I can't really say that to you guys, but it does help having more traits, obviously. So between these three, BF Sora is my number 1, Sephiroth second, and KR20 is third, just because he's just a damage dealer. Next up, we do have Marluxia. All right, Marluxia is a solid reverse speed metal. There's not a lot of good reverse speed metals in the game. You do have one of the highest multipliers in the game, period, I believe, 73 multiplier, but it has a 30% chance of it being that 73. If not, it's always a 47. Compared to other metals in the game that got a boost as well, like Riku over here, who's got 27,000 max strength, he's got a guaranteed multiplier 47.39 with one enemy left, or 31.48 AoE. Marluxia is a single target, but Marluxia's got crazy buffs and debuffs, general strength up, reverse strength up, you got reverse defense and speed defense down maxed out, you're missing 5 speed and you're missing general defense down. Besides that, he pretty much maxes everything else out for himself, which is solid because there's many Keyblades like the Sleeping Line, which have one reverse speed slot, and Marluxia just fits there perfectly. It's either Marluxia or you're going to use that Riku, but Marluxia doesn't require you to have a Shion on your setup. Marluxia just works by himself, and with a lot of the quests these days having bookmasters, having a single target metal on your setup makes it really good. So Marluxia is a great metal. I just dislike that his best multiplier is 30% chance, but when you compare his 47.12 to the other reverse speed metal, is 47.39. So his best multiplier is his weakest multiplier. So Marluxia is a solid choice. If that 30% kicks in, it is a lot of damage compared to everything else. And there's not a lot of good reverse speed metals in the game. Reverse speed just has a bad place on this game, and that's kind of why a lot of us went away from like Divine Rose or just pulling for these type of metals. But again, if you have that Sleeping Line set up and you're missing that reverse speed, you want to make that one perfect, this is the metal to go for. He's more of a skip for me though. I'd rather get him lucky somewhere else, because we all know new content's gonna be coming out and you don't want to put all your jewels into all these metals. So Marluxia, he's great. He can definitely change the game for you, but do you really need that one spot? Maybe that reverse speed slot on your Keyblade could be the spot for a second chance that you didn't put on a Kairi or Shion, or you put a Shion or Kairi, the new ones, to upgrade buff in that slot there instead. So there is stuff you can do for that one awkward slot. But Marluxia, it's up to you guys. Again, bunch of traits, go for it. If not, you can skip on this one. I feel like the Marluxia was a hard one to talk about because he has really helped me in my free-to-play account. So again, just it all depends on what your account needs. Some people might not need that reverse speed, some people might. Like your best Keyblade could be a magic setup, your best Keyblade could be a power setup. So Marluxia shouldn't even be on your radar at all unless you want to round out all Keyblades. Then yeah, you can start working on that. Next up, we got another speed metal, which is Guardian Form Sora, aka God Form Sora. This guy has a huge multiplier, but he's got very little strength. So I'm going to bring you back to cookstracker.com, or actually, you know what? I'm going to show you really quickly pretty much the chart. Now, GF Sora down over here in the corner, he's got 23,000 strength compared to like Lightning with 29,000, BF Sora with 30,000, you know what I mean? Then you got like Ventus over here, you got Sora over here. He doesn't have a lot of strength. What he's got is a huge multiplier that makes up for that strength. So if we go searching for him to look at his full details, you're going to see like GF Sora is a good metal. 67.60 along with that a big increase of 23,000. This makes him almost as good as BF Sora. The thing is, I prefer BF Sora because of his unique ability. If I was going to go for a speed medal, it would be BF Sora over Garden Form Sora. Garden Form Sora is just a big, heavy hitter. If he's in the higher slot, slot 5 or your pet slot, you get that 67.60 and included with that max strength, and you're going to do tons of damage. You do need the -60 on all medals, so again, it's a trait thing. But if you're going to choose between what speed medal to go for, I would go for BF Sora because that makes the game currently power medal or a magic medal into a speed medal, meaning when you face a magic enemy, you're going to do more damage than just having this GF Sora there with, let's say, your Roxas, who's power. You can change that Roxas to speed with the other Sora. So he's a solid medal if you got him. No worries, I'm not putting him down. But when we're choosing from the banners here, GF Sora is not my priority. BF Sora would definitely be my priority. Okay, I know you guys have been waiting for this whole freaking time. I'm on my main account, and my main account, if you guys have been following me, you know what's up. My main account pretty much chased Angelica Amber when she first came out. That was before all the new changes happened, and I wasn't, you know, in the right place to think about what I was doing. I was just like, you know what? There's no content that I can't pass right now. I don't think anything's gonna come out that's too crazy. That totally changed since then. But you can see, I've got 33 trait rolls for Angelica Amber. That's what I'm talking about. If you have a lot of trait rolls, this is the medal you want to go for. Compared to my other medals over here, this is how I'd make the decision. So this is a little bit more clear to show you guys. My reverse power medals, I'm gonna put tier 8 over there too, just to show you guys. I have 3 Sephiroths. I've got that Master Xehanort over here, Final Fantasy Record Keeper Sephiroth, so on and so on. I gotta go through my reverse power medals and see what I need. But looking at my list here, I've got 1, 2, 3. I've got 4 guaranteed medals, or at least I have 2 guaranteed medals. These 2 medals have traits on it. The Master Xehanort and the extra 2 Sephiroths there don't have any traits on them. So technically, I do want Angelica Amber. I'm just worried about things coming out in the future. Now, let me talk about Angelica Amber just in general. She's a copy medal. She's got 25,000 strength. You can't go wrong with this medal either. Like, it's a copy medal. The thing I dislike about copy medals is that they're capped at 25,000. They might raise that in the future, but for now, compared to other medals, Angelica Amber pretty much refixes the keyblades and bounces them. If I were to show you guys everything else about her, she just pretty much copies the medal in front of her, but she's got that 25,000, and that's what kind of hurts me there. That 25 medals have 30,000 plus. Having that much strength makes copy medals a little bit weaker, but when you got keyblades that you need to like fill a spot or you don't have it, copy medals really fix that. And when you have copy medals copying stuff like in PvP with the Roxas, Monster Sora, anything that pierces enemy defense or has a unique ability, these medals turn out really good. So even if she doesn't have 30,000 strength, she can still copy like your Aqua, your Ventus, your new Terra, the ones that raises medals, magic speed or power strength by 1500. You can copy the Kyries or any new medal in the future who raises upright and reverse speed medals by a certain amount. Copy medals have huge value, not only because of just how powerful they are, but just because the ability to copy special abilities. That makes a big difference in this game. So yes, I know 25,000, but the ability to copy and me having that many traits, it might happen that I do this pull for this. Maybe, just maybe, after spending 55,000 plus jewels. So to me, Angelica Amber is a really good medal to pull for, but compared to like what we got out right now, it's kind of hard to justify pulling for her first compared to other medals like Ventus and Terra here. If you guys do buy VIP, the jewels should be going towards these 2 medals or any medals in the future that come out with upright and reverse buffing. Angelica Amber is the thing you need afterwards to really amplify those keyblades. And in PvP, copy medals are kind of staple because you can't really pull multiple copies of a new Roxas that pierces enemy defenses. Huge amount of copies of Monster Sora, even though a lot of people got lucky. I'm just saying, as the game goes further, copy medals will last longer because they can copy special abilities, making their effectiveness so much better. But they aren't the priority anymore when it comes to that because you need the other medals to copy. So make sure you have medals to copy before you go for a copy medal. That's just a little bit of advice, I guess. But for me, I do have a lot of medals already copy as a veteran player, so I probably gonna go for the Angelica Amber. It hurts my heart. hurts my heart. And this is why you don't pull for banners that are non-mercy pulls, because look, everything came back as a 5 mercy pull. But you know what that means? That means that new medals are coming out. They're gonna have better abilities, better strength. This is cleanup, and this is the kind of factor between free-to-play and VIP players. This is the opportunity for free-to-play players to get good setups and keep up with the new meta. Not that you're going to have the best medals when it comes out to the new medals coming out, but this guarantees you 2 trait rolls per pull, guarantees you a medal and 5 pulls. So 15,000 jewels, 10 trait rolls, a bunch of medals along the way if you're lucky, or just the medal you're chasing. These are the free-to-play banners. If you're a free-to-play player, these are what you're supposed to be going for. If you're anyone else who's super lucky or buys VIP, you should be saving up for those VIP medals or those VIP draws like the current Ventus and the Terra. So this is the difference here. A lot of people are going to say to you, this is bait, skip, 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 and that's probably for the better, but it all depends how you play the game. If you're free to play, look towards these banners. The traits, you get 2 traits per row, which makes it a lot easier to trait these medals. So if you do 5 pulls, you could pull an extra couple times, or just wait for those avatar boards to come out. And they've come out many times, and they keep on coming out. That's 1,500 for 3 traits. So these are the medals I would go for, because the avatar boards are here for some of these at the moment. So don't forget that. Like if you go look into the game right now, KR20, 1,500 for 3 trait rolls. Guardian Form Sora, he's there. BF Sora, so on, so on. So, solid banners. Solid banners. All the advice I can give you guys, doesn't matter. Look at your setup and be like, I'm missing a reverse speed slot here, and I don't have any medals to put in there. Go for Marluxia. Fix that Keyblade that you have been really dominating the content with, and make it better. You know what I mean? Before you go work on a whole entire new setup. But, know that the game is going towards this month. Your speed medals are very powerful. Next month, power medals are very powerful because the enemies are speed, and then so on and so on. So you got to keep that in consideration. You could work on one Keyblade, but the game is going to start doing it where every content you're going to need all the attributes. So kind of try to balance that out when you're trying to look at what to pull for. It's hard. It's hard. Trust me, there's so many banners, it's hard to realize what to go for. It's hard to give advice for this. It all depends on your games. Just realize what medal is better than the other medal. Hopefully this helped out a little bit. I don't know if you guys want to leave anything down below, what you think, how you feel about these setups. Are you going for any of these medals? It really helps the community out. I do have a Discord if you want any more advice. There's a Cook's strategy section there if you want to talk about it. But that's pretty much all I want to talk about. It's going to be hard. I only got enough for 1 5 mercy pull. So if you're in the same situation as me, make the right choice. I'm probably going to go for Angelica Amber. I've got 33 trait rolls. And it better come out perfect, because that's going to be 43 trait rolls as I pull 5 times for this medal. Or hopefully I get on the first pull. That'd be great. Yeah. If you guys did enjoy the video, don't forget to hit the like button. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Keep on smiling, and I'll see you in the next one.